దేశంలోని అతిపెద్ద డిజిటల్ ఎంటర్టైన్మెంట్ ఫెస్టివల్ ఇండియా జాయ్ ఎక్స్పో హైదరాబాద్లోని HICCలో జరుగుతుంది. ఈ ఎక్స్పోకు మంత్రి KTR ముఖ్య అతిథిగా హాజరై ప్రారంభించారు. లైవ్ చూద్దాం.
I'm sure Rajiv has made sure that all of you will have a great event over the next few days. Take this opportunity to acknowledge and thank Twaga for their vital support and their consistent guidance in making the first and second edition of India Joy a grand success. As per research published by a Dublin-based news agency, PR Wire, the animation industry is projected to reach about $270 billion US by 2020, a year from now. Animation services market in 2019 continues to be dominated by outsourced projects from television and film sectors, which accounts for nearly 85% of total animation services turnover in India. With exponential growth in consumerization, in hyper-personalization of content, I think this industry is going to see big leaps in terms of technology and advancements in animation services as well. The animation IP production segment is steadily growing due to increasing demand, as was mentioned by previous speakers, for localized animation content and characters developed for the Indian market across TV and OTT. OTT broadcasters are partnering with animation studios for original content localized in Indian languages such as Telugu, Tamil, Marathi, Punjabi, etc. Classic example is Chhota Bheem. In fact, Rajiv and the entire team of Green Gold, you guys should be really proud of what you've created out of our own city of Hyderabad. And as Arvind Garu has pointed out, OTT has become an extremely important segment. The size of streaming OTT in just the animation content space is now almost 2.9 billion and is growing at the rate of 8% per annum. So therefore, the market potential is huge, and so is the case with VFX industry. Again, this is emerging. In fact, I remember a conversation with one of the studio owners in Hyderabad. So there was a time when our Honorable Chief Minister said, Hyderabad cannot just be a hub for Telugu film industry, but also possibly the entire South Asian film industry, which really encompasses a lot of languages, a lot of diversity, etc. So one of the prominent studio owners in Hyderabad, we were having a conversation, so I said, how much of space would you need to create a world-class studio? He said about 5 acres. I completely was lost. I said, how is that possible? I thought you film studios were all about scale, you would need thousands of acres of land, etc., etc. He said, no. After VFX has come in, after animation has come in, they have become an indispensable part of movie making and content creation. So therefore, what I would really need is some world-class technicians and possibly about 5 acres of wonderful studios from which I can create another Bahubali or another Iga or Magadhira or one of these large, animation and VFX-based movies that have come out of our own Telugu film industry. So therefore, VFX, as we all know, has emerged and has become an indispensable part of filmmaking, cutting-edge work that is happening in our TV industry as well. And the post-production segment, which I'm sure many of these gentlemen who are sitting on the dais and the ladies sitting on the dais would know more about, also have been witnessing tremendous growth. In fact, 13% is what I'm told, is at which the post-production sector is also growing. International projects also continue to grow and give lion's share of revenues for VFX industries, which is almost 70% of all the work that happens here. Likewise, even gaming industry. I know IGDC is a part of this event. So even gaming industry, for that matter, has been growing exponentially. More than 2.3 billion active gamers in the world. And let me remind you, there's only 7 billion people in the world, so 2.3 billion is a huge number. More than 2.3 billion active gamers in the world right now. And this market, gaming industry, is also pegged at about 140 billion, with digital revenues accounting for 91% of the market, which is nearly $125 billion. Mobile gaming, as was also mentioned, with improved connectivity, with improved speeds, with improved services by our telcos and internet service providers, this is another sector which is only set to grow exponentially. Smartphones, tablets, having become an extremely important part of our lives. I'm told again, gaming industry is growing at 25% year on year to a $70.3 billion amount. It is estimated by 2025, the mobile gaming sector alone will be worth close to $300 billion. So the industry we're looking at, VFX, gaming, animation, and content creation, is worth billions and billions of dollars, and more importantly, it's worth millions and millions of jobs which have the potential to be created all here in India and possibly most of it in Hyderabad and Telangana. So I'm looking forward to this event as keenly as you are. And I also would like to add a few more things here. One of the things I'm very excited about, the gaming startup situation in Telangana and in India has gone up tenfold in about 9 years. In 2010, when we had about 25 gaming startups, today we have 250 in 2019. And with a young population, with high disposable income, with very high aspiration, I only believe that this will continue to grow and this will continue to thrive. Popular esports also have become an important part of lifestyle today. Have rich spectator interactions and immersive fan experiences for in-person and online viewers. And I'm delighted also that India Joy has made esports also a part of this event. And we also have, I'm told, Nodwin and esports event participating in India Joy. I welcome them as well. Most of Indian ABCG companies today are either engaged in creating their own IPs in animation TV series or indie games, or executing third-party work from broadcasting channels. Post-production from Hollywood, Bollywood, Tollywood, Mollywood, Collywood, whatever else there is in the world for all of them. And also, most importantly, creating great deal of employment for Indian youngsters. I'm delighted that Hyderabad is also shaping up really well. In fact, we have more than 150 companies, including VFX studios, 2D, 3D animation and gaming companies employing about 30,000 people directly, and almost threefold that indirectly in this segment. More importantly, some of the prominent players include, as I've mentioned in Hyderabad, which have created a great deal of content and have brought in a great deal of laurels for the state and for the city. Green Gold, Electronic Arts, Purple Talk, Roto Maker, Rock Salt, Makhuta, Glue Games, DQ Entertainment, Game Shastra, Digital Domain, Firefly, Prime Focus, and many, many more that I haven't named. Significantly, the state has also been home for some of the biggest blockbusters that have been witnessed in recent times, like Bahubali, Life of Pi, Arundhati, Magadira, Eager, etc., which have brought a revolutionary change in the industry and even among viewers. Some of the world's best animation, such as Chota Bheem, the biggest kids brand in India, with 100 million followers, is the work of our own Hyderabad-based company. Prominent games such as Farmville, Angry Birds, Escape from Madagascar have also been co-produced by Hyderabad-based studios. We are increasingly seeing animation, VFX, and games production taking place in globally distributed mode. In fact, in distributed mode. In fact, as I was walking up, I was introduced to the gentleman who's made Family Man, which I think his name is Gaurav. Gaurav, in fact, Superman was cool, Spider-Man was cool, but now, thanks to you, Family Man is also equally cool. Thank you for that. Raj, I'm sorry, my apologies. My apologies, got the name wrong. Raj, thank you for making it really cool. And also, we are looking forward to the next season, especially I am. As Arvind Garu was talking about binge watching, of late I was also, down for a bit. And when you're down and when you don't want to be disturbed, obviously you end up binge watching. I've done the same. And I was very, very kicked about what I got to watch on Netflix and also Amazon Prime. So I have to mention Amazon Prime. I have to mention Woot, since everybody is here. And also the soon-to-come OTT, Telugu OTT from Arvind Garu. We are also looking forward to that. I can go on and on. I have a long speech. But I've got to tell you this. What we are looking to do in Hyderabad and in Telangana to make this the hub and this the possible epicenter for all of the activity that can come up in ABCG industry is we're coming up with what is called as Image Tower. Image Tower is a project which will be built in the next couple of years. It is coming out with almost 1,000 crore investment, and this would be a 16 lakh square foot space where you would have a lot of very, very interesting things, state-of-the-art facilities for animation, visual effects, and gaming companies. And we have Green Mat Studios, Mocap Studios. I don't even know what Mocap Studio means, but I'm sure motion capture. Thank you very much. Motion capture studios and DI studios, render farms, data centers, high definition bandwidth, shared software services. More importantly, in fact, we are interested also in creating great deal of workforce. So, as was pointed out by Biren, we would love for an opportunity to collaborate with the industry. We've already created what is called as TASK. In fact, Shrikant Sinha, the CEO of TASK, is sitting right here, the Telangana Academy for Skill and Knowledge. We'd be happy to collaborate with industry. We'd be happy to roll it out into the Tier 2, Tier 3 towns of Telangana. We can pick up youngsters from there, work with the industry closely, create employment, and also create avenues for you to create wonderful, rich content from our city and from our state. Image Tower, as I had pointed out, will be up and running by end 2021, early 2022. And we are seeking collaborations. We are seeking, in fact, to beat Media City UK or Digital City Seoul. All of these are benchmarks that we have created for ourselves. And we also have come out with a wonderful policy measure that supports this segment. We have introduced our Higher Education Council's Vice Chairman is also right here. And we've decided to introduce ABGC as a subject in all fine arts courses, in degree colleges and university programs. This is basically to create awareness about employment opportunities in this emerging vertical. And we also have, in fact, started training and placement services through TASK in this sector. We also have decided to promote local content creation through reservation of airtime in national channels. I'm not sure how many of the people are watching national channels or Tata Sky anymore, but nevertheless, we're trying our best also to push local content. We also have, in fact, announced a host of cash incentives and subsidies to support the gaming and animation industry. This includes capital investment subsidy, reimbursement of stamp duty, lease rental subsidies, reimbursement of production costs, recruitment assistance, entertainment tax exemptions, market development assistance through exhibition subsidies, reimbursement of internet charges, patent filing expenditure reimbursement, etc. I can confidently say that ours will be and can easily be considered the best package in totality. For marquee names and mega investors, we will tailor-make a policy. We'll ensure that you beat the best offer you have from any state in India if you decide to set shop in Hyderabad in Telangana. One of the primary reasons why Telangana government has decided to conduct India Joy is to create a market outreach program for SMEs in animation, gaming and VFS sector, because the big boys can take care of themselves, but it's the small and medium enterprises and the startups that look forward to the support of the state by way of creating an enabling ecosystem. By this outreach program, we believe that we will be able to create a buyer-seller B2B meet for content production,